Hello, welcome to Shanster's Bakery. Today we're going to show you how to make a banana split cake, something that I've been making since I was a teenager. First, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I will put the list of ingredients at the end of the video. While your oven is preheating, you're going to follow your directions on each cake mix. For this recipe, you will need a pineapple cake mix and you'll need a banana cake mix. Each cake mix will have their own bowl and just follow directions for each box. Once both cake mixes are mixed well in each bowl, you're going to take coconut cooking spray or whatever spray you want of your preference and make sure that your pan is coated thoroughly. I like to use glass. It seems to cook more even. Now I'm going to take the banana cake mix and put half in the cake pan. And I will spread it evenly along the bottom. Now I'm going to take the pineapple cake mix and I'm going to just drizzle along the top of the banana cake mixture. The recipe I have is going to make 2 9x12 cakes. Now I'm going to take a spoon and mix it around a little bit better. You don't want it thoroughly mixed, you just want it mixed a little bit so you'll be able to taste the pineapple and the banana flavor. Once you have both cake mixtures ready, put them in the oven and set the timer at about 24 minutes. So while your cake is baking, you're going to take your instant pudding. I use vanilla or I use banana, either or will work. And I mix it up and I put it in the fridge until the cakes are done. Normally, it only takes about maybe 5 or 10 minutes for it to get thick, but it'll be nice and cold by the time the cakes get out. Now I'm going to take my fresh strawberries and cut them up. After you're done cutting them up, give them a good wash and put them to the side. I always check my cakes with a knife. If it comes out clean, that means it is done all the way through. And I do check several spots just to make sure. Once my cakes are out of the oven, I let them cool probably about 20 to 30 minutes. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to poke holes in the cake with the edge of my spatula. It makes a perfect hole maker. The more holes that you can put in your cake, the better the cake is going to turn out, as everything you put on top of the cake is going to seep through those holes and into the cake itself. Now I'm going to take my crushed pineapple and I'm going to put it on top of the cake. Once you have your pineapple spread along the top of the cake, you are going to take out your pudding that has been cooling in the fridge, and you're going to take out your container of Cool Whip. I use a large container of Cool Whip because I'll be using it also later in the recipe. Now you're going to mix well with the pudding. Once you have your pudding and Cool Whip mixed well, you can put that aside. Now we're going to take our cut up strawberries and we're going to place them on top of the pineapples. Make sure that you keep about a quarter of the strawberries for later on in the recipe. I cut my strawberries in slivers, but you can cut up your strawberries any way that you would like. Some people like the smaller bites, so they chop them, but this has worked well for me. Now we're going to take our pudding mixture and we're going to put it over the top of the strawberries. While you're spreading your pudding mixture on top of the strawberries, make sure you pat it down a little bit, just to make sure that it gets in between the strawberries and the pineapple. You don't have to have your strawberries completely covered, but it's your cake. You can put as much pudding mixture on top as you want to. I have both strawberry and chocolate syrup that I plan to put on top of the cake. That's right, the more the better. Once I get the strawberry syrup on top of the pudding mixture, I'm going to take my Cool Whip and put about another quarter of the tub on top of the strawberry and pudding mixture. You want to make sure that the Cool Whip is spread evenly and that everything is covered on the cake. Now it's time to take those strawberries that you have left and place them around the top of the Cool Whip area on the cake. I also like to use pecan halves. I'm going to take those and put them on top of the cake also. Just spread them around. I always say the more the better. So now I'm going to take my chocolate syrup and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the strawberry syrup. And I'm just gonna drizzle that over the top of the cake. You can make any kind of designs that you want. I like to do the swirly circles. It just looks really cool. And keep swirling. Now that your chocolate swirls are all done, you can take your banana and slice it. Put it on top of the cake mix however you want to. Again, you can use little chunks of bananas or you can use the big chunks like I do. Now, if you're anything like me, you look in the cupboard to see what else you can put on top of your cakes or cookies or whatever. I found this cookie icing. It's chocolate, so I figured it would go really good on top of here. Once you're done with that, you can put your cake in the fridge for probably about an hour just to let it set. And here is the final outcome. This is always a big hit at every party because it's so good. I hope you enjoyed my video on banana split cake. Here are the recipe ingredients. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and like my channel. We'll see you the next time.